Hello everyone. Till now you have seen all the data transfer instructions and arithmetic instruction. In case of arithmetic instruction, destination operand must be accumulator. Now the last arithmetic instruction which is left is DA. DA is decimal adjust after addition. It is used immediately after normal addition instruction and it is used for BCD number system. Means after applying this instruction you will get the result in BCD number system. Okay, for example, this is example 25 plus 45, and after applying add, if you use this DA, it will give result in decimal 70. Okay, how it works? It simply checks the lower nibble after any addition operation. If result is greater than 9, it means auxiliary carry flag is set and it will add 6 to it. Okay, and if it is less than equal to 9, then it will add 0. It means auxiliary carry flag is 0. Similarly, then it will check upper nibbles after addition. If it is greater than 9 or carry flag is set, it means carry flag is set and you have to add 60, otherwise you have to add 00. How it is working? Suppose you are adding two number 25 and 45. Suppose this is available in A register and it is available in B register 45. Now you will apply add B. Okay, add B. Now it will give result in hexadecimal number system 6A. Now after applying DA, after add B, it will check this lower order nibble A. It is greater than 9, so it will add 6. You know 10 plus 6 16. 16 minus 16 0 and 1 carry. 1 plus 0 plus 6 is 7. Now again it will check this 6. Okay, 6 plus 0 plus 1 7, but it is less than equal to 9, so it will not add this 60. Okay, you are already aware with BCD number system. Now we will discuss logical instructions in 8085. Okay, again you are already aware with AND operation, OR operation, XOR, and there are different types of operation in logical instruction. There are rotate instruction in which you will rotate the bit. Compare, you will compare two number. Complement, you will determine one's complement, or simply you will invert the contents of accumulator. In logical instruction, again destination operand will be always accumulator. Okay, and source operand can be what? Register, memory, or data, and these all instruction will accept CMA, affect the value of flag register. Okay, first AND or an XOR. You know AND operation, if both are high, output will be high, otherwise low. OR operation, if any one input is high, output will be high. In XOR operation, if both are same, output is 0. If both are different, output is 1. Okay, result must be in accumulator. We will see one by one. Rotate, in this we will shift the data. Okay, we will shift the bits either in left direction or in right direction. Compare, we will compare two number, whether two number are equal, greater, or less than. Complement, it will determine one's complement of accumulator. The very first instruction is now ANAR or ANAM. What it will do? It means suppose R is B, it will perform AND operation of A and B. Okay, and it will store the result in A. What you need to do in all logical instructions, first of all you will convert both the number in binary number system. Then you will perform bit by bit operation, not digit by digit operation. Okay, you will convert it into bit. The contents of accumulator are logically AND with the contents of register or memory. The result is always placed in accumulator. You know the destination operand is accumulator. If the operand is a memory location, its address is specified by contents of HL register pair. You are already aware what is M. And it modifies. This is very important. It modifies sign flag, zero flag, and parity flag. And carry flag will be always reset. And auxiliary carry flag will be always set in case of AND operation. Okay, A and A B means A equal to A and B. A and A M means A equal to A and M. Now next instruction with data. What will be instruction for this? A and I. You know, if there is data, there will be last letter I. A and I 8-bit data. For example, data is 86. Then it will perform A equal to A and 86. Okay. The result is placed in accumulator. Same thing, it will modify sign flag, zero flag, and parity flag, and carry flag will be always reset, and auxiliary carry flag will be always set. Okay. For example, MBI A45. Okay, you are performing AND operation of 45 with 0F. You know 0F is what? 000111. And 45 0100 0101. Okay, when you will perform AND on bit by bit, 1 and 1 is 1 0 1 0 1 1 1 0 1 0. You know, if both bits are high, then output will be higher value. Now what is happening? In this case, you are getting result 0 5. Means this instruction is very useful for masking of digits. In this case, in 45, this 4 is masked. Okay, higher digit is masked. You have to remember, if there is F and digit 5 and F, it will be always 5 and 0 4. Okay, 4 and 0, it will be 0. If value of A is XY and X and Y are 2 digits, then if you are performing A and I 0F, then it will give 0Y. If you want to separate the digits, only through this method you can separate your digits. Suppose A equal to 45, MBI A 45, A and I F0. Now F is with 4, so it will give 4 and 0 and 5 and will be 0. So answer will be A equal to 40. In this case, we masked lower digit 5. Okay, you have to remember this thing. Next, ORAR. It will perform OR operation of A and register R, or operation of A and memory, contents of memory, and it will again store the result in A. The result is placed in accumulator. M is contains specified by HL register pair. It again modifies sign flag, zero flag, parity flag, and CY and AC will be always 0. Okay, you have to remember this thing. Next, ORI. Okay, ORI 8-bit data. It will perform A equal to A or 8-bit data. For example, I am writing ORI 86. It means A equal to A or 86. Okay, again the same thing. It will modify as Z and P flags, and carry flag and auxiliary carry flag will be reset. Next, XOR. Okay, for XOR operation we will perform XOR R or XOR M. It means XOR B means A equal to A equal to A XOR B. Okay, this is A XOR B. Okay, or A XOR contains of M, and it will store the result in A. Again, sign flag, zero flag, and parity flag are modified, and CY and AC will always be equal to 0. Okay. Similarly, for 8-bit data, there will be instruction XRI. Okay, this is your XRI. Okay, XRI 8-bit, it will perform A equal to A XOR 8-bit data. For example, I am writing XRI 86. It means A equal to A XOR 86. It will again modify sign flag, zero flag, and parity flag, but CY and AC will be always equal to 0. Now, CMA. Okay, NOT gate. Suppose you have to invert contains of accumulator. For this we will use CMA instruction. CMA is nothing. It means A equal to A dash. Okay. Replace 0 by 1 and 1 by 0. In this way you will get the ones complement of contains of accumulator, and again it will store the result in A. Okay. Suppose you have to determine 2's complement. What you will do? Just determine 1's complement, then add 1. Okay. Now this is your question. Write down any 4 instructions which are used to reset accumulator. To reset accumulator means what? A equal to 0 0. All 8 bits are 0. How will you write down? Write down any 4 instructions which are used to reset accumulator. Okay. The very first instruction you are already aware. What? MVI A 0 0. It means A equal to 0 0. Next, now use arithmetic instruction. What it can be? Sub A. It means A equal to A minus A, so it will give the result 0. Next, use any logical instruction. ANI 0 0. It means you are performing AND operation of A with 0 0, because all bits are 0, so output will always equal to 0 0. Last one, you know the property of XOR gate. If one input is what? 1, XOR gate works as inverter A bar. If both input are same, output will be what? 0. So you can use XOR A. Okay. What is the significance of this? It means A equal to A XOR A. Okay, because both are same, so output will be 0 0. Okay, these 4 instructions are frequently used to reset what? Accumulator. In this, what is the addressing mode? In this, there is immediate addressing mode, and size of instruction is 2 byte. Sub A, there is what? Register addressing mode, and size of instruction is 1 byte. ANI 0 0, again immediate addressing mode. Size of instruction is 2 byte, because this is data. XOR A, again it is there is register addressing mode, and size of instruction is 1 byte. Okay. Now next we will see these 4 instructions. Okay. Now suppose you have to implement an assembly language program in 8085 which always switch on 6th bit. 6th bit means this is 0th, this is first, second, third, fourth, fifth, this 6th bit. Okay, without changing rest of the bits. You always have to switch on. Switch on means it must be 1 always. If there is 0, it must be 1. If there is 1, it must be 1. Without changing rest of the bit. You do not have to change other bits. So what you will do? Suppose I am taking this data. Okay, 1011. This is nothing. B3. Okay, suppose B3. What you will do? How you will switch on 6th bit. Suppose data is available in 2050. This data LDA 2050. Okay, it means contains whatever data you want. You will switch on, or suppose this is, suppose question is switch off. Switch off. Okay, and toggles. Now this bit, what you will do? Just you have to make always high. You know this is the property of what? OR gate. Okay, what you will do? ORI. It will be what? 0. Only this bit must be 1. Okay, so 0 1 0 0 0 1 0 1 0 0. It means 4. Okay, you will perform ORI 40. Okay, how it is working? 0 1 0 0 0 0 0 0 1 or 0 1, it will give 1, it will give 1, sorry, 0 0 1 1 0 1 1, okay, and 1 0 1 without changing rest of the bit. Okay, this part is clear or not? If it is not clear, you can ask in doubt session. Okay, next, which always switch off 6th bit. Okay, which always switch off. Now you have to switch off. If here is 0, then no problem, it should be 0. If here is 1, you have to make 0. So what you will do, you know, AND operation. Okay, AND operation. Now you know, if both bits are high, output will be what? 1, otherwise 0. Now you will perform 1 1 1 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, now just now 1 into 1 1 1 into 1 1 1 into 0 0 1 into 0 0 1 into 1 1 1 into 1 1 0 into 0 0. Okay, and so you will perform ANI operation. This is your part B. Okay, part B. Now LD2050 ANI. What is this? 1011. This is B. 8 plus 2 plus 1. So you will perform B and what? F. ANI BF. Okay, it will always switch off 6 bit because we are performing AND operation and here is always bit 0 and rest of the bits are 1. So these AND operation will not affect rest of the bits. Okay, now last part, C part. Okay, last C part. Now you have to toggle 6th bit. Toggle means what? Toggle means you have to complement or you have to invert. Now what you will do? You know, in XOR gate, if one bit is 1 or you can say one input is 1, it works as NOT gate. A XOR 1 is always equal to what? A bar. A XOR 0 is always equal to A. So what you will do now, here will be 0 1 0 0 0 0 0 0. 1 into 0, 1 XOR 0, what? 1 1 0 0 1 1 0 XOR 1 1 means you have toggled. Complement 0 is 1. Okay, so what will be value? XRI what? This is nothing, this is your 40. This is your C bar. Okay, in this way you can implement all the operations A, B and C. Okay, next instruction is compare. Okay, you are already aware with magnitude comparator. In magnitude comparator, it gives 3 output: A greater than B, A less than B, A equal to B. So operand will be C and B. Okay, one operand must be accumulator and second operand will be R or M or data. Suppose I am writing this compare B. Now you know how to determine larger of two number or smaller of two number or equal of two number. Simple concept is you will subtract B from A. Okay, if result is positive. Okay, result is greater than 0. Result is greater than 0 means A is greater than B. If result is 0, it means A equal to B. If result is negative, it means A is less than B. In this way, we will perform this comparison operation. But what is the difference between compare B and sub B? Compare B is your logical instruction, sub B is your arithmetic instruction. In sub B, again, it stores the result a equal to a minus b, but here it will perform only subtraction, it will not store the result. Okay, it just modify the value of flags, sign flag, zero flag and carry flag. Okay, in detail we will see in next slide. This CPI 8-bit data, again a equal to a minus 8-bit data. Suppose CPI 89, it means a equal to a minus 89. Okay, now from here you can see if a is less than register. Okay, you are performing a minus r or a minus b. If a is less than register or contains of memory, carry flag will be always set. And what about zero flag? Zero flag is again what? Reset. Here zero flag will be reset. In case of this, if a equal to contains of register or memory, then zero flag will be set and carry flag will be reset. 3 minus 3, zero flag will be set and carry flag will be reset. If a is greater than register, or you can say contains of memory, if a is greater than b, in this case carry and zero flag are reset. Okay, why? Because if a is greater than b, in this case we do not require any borrow, and you know what is borrow? Borrow is nothing, it is carry flag. So your carry flag will be reset, and result is non-zero, so it will be zero flag again reset. Okay, these are frequently used when you will determine larger of two number, smaller of two number. Okay, you will see in how to determine larger of two number or smaller of two number. For this we will implement a small program how to determine larger of two number or smaller of two number. In next video lecture I will show you how to determine, because you are till now you are not aware with branching instruction. After branching instruction I will show you how to perform larger of two number or smaller of two number. Okay, now next instruction are rotate instruction. Okay, RLC, RRC. In next video lecture I will explain all the rotate instruction and branching instruction. Okay, it's all about your today lecture. Thank you so much for watching.